And we are live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Back for another little Monday motivation. If you're watching, drop a comment. How are we doing? How was our weekend? I had a great weekend. I went and watched the Falcons practice. Didn't even know that was a thing. It was pretty fun. It was hot. It was hot, hot, hot. But it was a good time. Ant's on here. What's up, Ant? Happy Monday. Lauren is already pumped. Fall endurance, let's go Hyrox. Yes, as you can tell based on my fancy little whiteboard, you already know what the topic is today. It is our road to Hyrox. How is OxFit going to get you there? And I think we can go ahead and get started and let me tell you all about it on this fine Monday. Mic is on. We are good. All right. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you who don't know me, I am Savannah. I'm the head coach here at OxFit in Atlanta. And if you're not a member of our gym, we coach over 300 athletes between our two locations here in Southeast Atlanta. And we specialize in hybrid functional fitness. The hybrid racing craze has hit functional fitness gyms hard over the past few years, and it is so exciting to see our members and others take on these challenges and really put their fitness to the test outside of the gym. And what I love, and so many other people love about these races like DECA and Hyrox, is that these movements are so approachable and they actually look like the things that we do inside our gyms every day, every week. The challenge is just to perform them even faster, maybe do more reps than you've ever done before, or even both. And here at OxFit, we have athletes that have set some big goals for themselves, and we are helping them get there with a plan. Because a goal without a plan is just a wish. And you do not want to be standing at a Hyrox starting line just hoping that you did enough to not only finish the race, but actually enjoy your race. So this is OxFit's road to the next Atlanta Hyrox. And at the end of this video, if you feel like your training plan doesn't look like this, then you need to connect with us using the info in the caption. So we are 8 months out from one of the biggest fitness races in the Southeast. We have Hyrox coming back to Atlanta in April 2027. And a lot of people are excited about this. They released the date, but most people's training plan probably looks a little something like this. Between today and the Hyrox in April, we're probably doing a lot of running, right? Different days, different distances. We're just running. People that do Hyrox love to run. They're probably doing random movements, probably some wall balls one day. They might push a sled one day. They might even do a cool workout they saw on Instagram. And they're definitely doing even more running. And no, they don't know why. All right. All of this running, random movements, unfortunately, they're probably going to experience a little bit of an injury because, like it or not, that is what tends to happen when we start packing on the miles without taking care of our body in other ways. And this whole plan, if you could even call it that, looks a little bit boring to me. And to be honest, it looks ineffective. The best athletes know that your training doesn't have to look like what is in the race every single day. Your training has to be varied with combinations of strength training, cardio, bodybuilding, mobility, stability. This is not only the most physically effective way to train, but the most mentally stimulating way as well. So many athletes train for these races alone. They train in the dark. 8 months of endless running, a lack of coaching, and a really unclear picture of if you're actually improving or not. This puts you in a place where a lot of guesswork is happening. about what you should expect on race day, what you should expect of your training, and it really sets you up for a very long 8 months leading up to the start line. OxFit has been training athletes for races, competitions, and major feats of fitness for over a decade, and we know what works. We know how to get athletes not only to the start line, but across the finish line, healthy, happy, and just really proud of themselves and their performance. So, this is how I think OxFit can help you get ready for your next Hyrox or maybe even your first Hyrox. The first thing that we're going to start with is our base. All right, this is just our OxFit workouts, your day in, your day out training. Our fitness program guarantees results. We combine strength training, cardio, and functional bodybuilding to help you become the absolute fittest version of yourself. Your workouts are measured and your progress is recorded, so you have very clear data to see where you are improving, when you're improving, and how quickly. We offer specialty training for some of our athletes who are prepping for specific events, but because of the effectiveness of our program, you don't have to dedicate hours and hours to your training for Hyrox or DECA. You just get to enjoy some really great hour-long workouts 4 to 5 times per week and just trust the process and know that it is getting you ready and getting you fit enough to just absolutely crush your race. The next thing is going to be our nutrition and habit coaching, right? This is practical nutrition coaching. Our coaches know how to build a sustainable plan that works for you because race day nutrition starts months ahead of time, not just what you eat for breakfast the day of the race. And not just what you see other people eating on Instagram, other people posting TikToks about. It's really going to be what works for you and your body leading up to the big day. Once you have great workouts and a great nutrition plan, we need to get some exciting benchmarks on the calendar because 8 months is a long way away. And the best way to stay motivated when you're training is to have some smaller goals to look forward to along the way. OxFit is not only a Hyrox affiliate, but we are also a DECA affiliate. And if you're training for a Hyrox and you have not heard of, or maybe you haven't participated in a DECA event, then you are really missing out. The 10-station hybrid fitness race called DECA is a fantastic test. There's a ton of different versions, and you can build yourself up to the length of a Hyrox. Here at OxFit, we have some really great events planned between now and April. And the one that's coming up the soonest is going to be on October 10th. We have a DECA Strong and a Hyrox Strong the same day, Saturday, October 10th. This is going to be a really great test of strength. All right, this is going to be all of the stations that you are going to see not only in DECA, but you can do the Hyrox version as well. So you can just put the running out of your mind if that's something we're still working on, building endurance, and you can test yourself on all of the movements. Then in November, DECA Fit is actually coming to Atlanta. So you are going to be able to experience a large crowd, an arena style race, just like Hyrox. You're going to have 10 stations with 500 meters of running in between each one. And if you're familiar with Hyrox, you know that this is the perfect stepping stone to get closer to that 1,000 meter run between each station that you're going to see at Hyrox. In January, we're going to bring something called a DECA Mile to our gym here at OxFit. This is also a version of DECA where you get to crush those 10 stations again with running in between each one. And that's going to get us closer to our Hyrox in April. So as you can see, we have a clear plan. You have a solid base to get you fit, to get you healthy, to fuel your performance. And you have exciting steps along the way to look forward to so that you're not just running in circles with no plan, not knowing if what you're doing is working, and just hoping that when you get to April next year, you've done something right. We have so many checkpoints to tell you if your training is effective or not, and we can pivot from there. So if you want to do a Hyrox, or maybe you just want your next 8 months to look like this instead of this, you need to get started today. And all you have to do is click the link in the caption, or you can email me, sav@ox.fit. We would love to train with you. We would love to make your next 8 months the fittest ones yet. And if that 8 months ends in a Hyrox, it's even better. So I hope you guys connect with us. We can't wait to see you in the gym. We can't wait to work hard with you. Let's go.